So ladies, let's go over a few things and let's learn how to turn those situationships into relationships. Number one, RESPECT. Be respectful. If you're attracted to strong men, first, he's not gonna accept disrespect from anybody. Second, the moment that you do disrespect him, you've kind of taken yourself out of the running for becoming his girlfriend. You may know what it's like to not feel respected, or even worse, to feel disrespected. So why would you want somebody who you say that you care about to feel that way? Number two, nice guys finish last, but nice girls finish first. Be nice. Niceness is related to respect, but it's not entirely the same thing. Being nice means that you're pleasant, you're lighthearted, you smile a lot, you laugh when things are funny. Naturally, you become this way when you're in the presence of somebody who you say that you want to be around, right? If he hasn't done anything to offend you, don't make him feel like he has. You want him to be around more, then go beyond your natural beauty and use your personality and your aura to attract him to you even more. Number three, be thoughtful. We live in an era today where we basically live in our phones. We live on social media, we live on Google, live on YouTube. All day, we're just constantly being thrown media into our face. Things that we, like to watch and stuff like that. Things that we find entertaining. Sometimes the most thoughtful gift could be something as simple as you sending something that you've come across while online to the guy who you're talking to. I mean, it's easy. You're already thinking of him. You're already watching something. Pretty much everything has a share button these days. So all you gotta do is hit that share button and send it to who you want to see it real quick, Hit them up, let them know that you're thinking about them. It'll brighten his day. 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, you didn't just see the video, you send it to him. He get it on his text message instead of a little, what you doing or how are you type of message. He's seeing the funniest video that you've seen so far today. That's gonna go a long way into solidifying you as an important person in his life. If you're thinking about them, let them know. Give them a call, give them a text, ask them if they're okay, what they have planned for the day, what they got planned for the weekend. These are things that you probably are already thinking about anyway, so why not just go ahead and find out? Maybe he has some availability in there, and now you asking him about what he has going on might naturally get you to be able to hang out with each other, right? Spend time together. But you want to do it because you're actually interested, not because you expect something in return. Your thoughtfulness will attract him to you. Also, let him know that he's important to you. He'll feel like he has someone he can depend on, but he also won't assume that he's unimportant and be looking to be considered or thought of as important in somebody else's life. Number four, the sample theory is what I like to call this one. Because you know how samples work. You get a taste, but not the whole box. But be careful what you're sampling. It doesn't always have to be the box. Not only should your body be sacred, but who you share your time with, who you choose to have conversations with, etc., is also sacred. You want your boyfriend to know how special you are, how good you feel. So show them, let them know. But don't do it to the point where everything that you're doing becomes uninteresting. Experiences and relationships lose their spark because they lose their novelty. You can withhold something to try to get him to commit, but we don't live in a world where every girl's a virgin anymore, or every girl only tries to talk to one guy. So the things that you are trying to hold back may make him feel like you're trying to take advantage of him, or that you don't appreciate him, or maybe that you aren't even attracted to him, which is not what you're trying to communicate to him, right? So the things that you choose to withhold from him, you must let him know, or make sure that he knows that nobody else is getting it either. These are just the boundaries that you have for yourself. Number five, X marks the spot. There's a reason why treasure maps are hard to find. Everyone wants it. So just like women, men are territorial. If they feel like they may have found someone special, it's a huge letdown to us to know that everyone gets their shot at you. We need to know that this isn't a ride that everyone fits the requirement to get on. We want to be Thor, and we want you to be our Mjolnir, aka his hammer. A woman who is always free, always on FaceTime with random dudes, Always texting unsaved numbers is a turnoff for us. Why commit? Why would he want to commit to you when there are other guys who, from his perspective, that you're communicating with, that don't have to do what he has to do to get the same result from you? Number 6, be sexy. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's nothing better than a woman that not only looks good, but smells good, dresses good, walks sexy. It's so attractive. It's magnetizing. If he puts effort into his appearance, then he probably expects his woman to do the same thing. You don't always have to wear makeup or wear a dress, but at least make sure that you smell good, your breath doesn't stink, your lips aren't dry or chapped, and don't let your hair be messy all the time. Bonus points if you perfect your walk though. You can walk around in pajamas all day, but if you smell nice, have a nice hairstyle, and a sexy walk, he'll be all over you. Number 7, be his number 1 fan. In this video, we're more targeting the guys who pride themselves on being considered what's called a man's man, which means that he has responsibilities, he's accountable for his actions, he takes care of the people in his life, he's well educated, was raised well, respectful, and he has a vision for his life, you know? So one thing that would be very important to him is somebody who is his number 1 fan, cares a lot about what he has going on, right? You want to have ideas, especially ideas that complement his vision. If he doesn't feel like you care about what he has going on, why would he want to be your boyfriend? If he's an artist, a content creator, a musician, be curious about what he's creating. Share his stuff if you can. Follow him, subscribe to him. At the very least, it's what a friend would do. He shouldn't have to try to show you everything that he has going on without you asking. If he's an entrepreneur, find out how his business is going. Good clients, bad clients, offer suggestions, and even some feedback. If you all are having a conversation about something that he has going on, and he says that he might need something simple that will help him get from point A to point B, or from Y to Z in his plan of action, it would help him get something done, maybe that he's having trouble with figuring out for some reason, then volunteer. It shows your value and it helps make his life easier. Why would he commit to you if you don't make his life easier? Do you know how valuable it is to have a trait like this? Showing that you can contribute to an idea shows that you are not only smart, but observative. It shows that you're a team player or a partner in crime. And it shows that you want to be the star player. To us, to the world, to businesses, to industries all across the globe, that is an invaluable trait to have. Number 8, be a pupil in his school of life. Ask him questions. Ask him to tell you things that he knows about. Ask him about himself. Get to know him and let him know that you want to know about him. Don't be annoying and badger him to death, but let him know that you value his input, his feedback, and that you're interested in his point of view. Number 9, do your scouting. Make sure that you're pursuing somebody who's attracted to you enough that he could see you in the position of their girlfriend. Don't ask him what types of girls that he likes, because it's a confusing question. But by finding out about his life before you and his vision for his future, it'll give you a glimpse into the type of woman that he needs in his life. Pay attention to how he treats you, how he talks to you, if he respects you, if he makes attempts to include you in his life. Another sign could be the way that you met. If he approached you, then that would indicate to me that at the very least he finds you attractive. Now, it's just up to you to show him what else you got going on. But it's a great start though. If you approached him, or if you met in some type of innocent way, whether it was through mutual friends or something like that, or whether y'all have just been friends for years and you can't tell that he likes you, but you started to like him, it's gonna be a bit harder to tell, because he may not have expressed his attraction to you. So mix that with how you may be dealing with a man who is timid, meaning that he doesn't show his physical attraction to you because either he lacks confidence, and it may be near impossible to find out how attractive that you are to him. So you need to pay close attention to this guy. Does he at least compliment you when you look good? Does he try to touch you or at least be close to you? Again, paying attention to how he treats you is paramount in finding out his level of attraction to you. Number 10, Self-disclosure. Your crush may be reluctant to go all the way in with you because they don't feel confident in knowing who you are when they're not around, or who they're actually dealing with. Because we hear all too often that you're one person before the relationship, and then you're completely different when you get into a relationship. You may seem to have different personalities depending on the day, time, and your mood. We all differ at times, but if you experience polarizing shifts in your personality because you're irritated or excited, then the person who you're trying to get to know may feel like they've just experienced a completely different person. We don't want to lose progress, do we? No. Self-disclosure also demonstrates self-worth and self-confidence. For you to tell me things about yourself I feel others might be hesitant to express, or it shows me that you have dealt with yourself and you're not looking for feedback, that you just want me to know about you. But everything requires balance, so don't tell him everything right away. Make sure to tell him things that would encourage him to want to know more about you. Go deeper than your favorite color, but don't go super deep immediately either, right? Try sharing something simple about your upbringing. Were you adopted? Did you have an unusual amount of people living with you in your home? These are things that would help us build a bond with each other. Also, you'll need to pay attention to how they respond to the things that you share with them. Sharing yourself requires vulnerability, right? And if you feel like they've started to judge you negatively, bully you, or make you regret sharing what you did with them, it's not okay. And you may not need to deal with that type of person or those type of people who want to make you feel like that. It goes back into the respect thing. Vulnerability should be met with vulnerability. You should feel relieved and know that you're dealing with somebody who has compassion and cares about you by how they respond to the things that you share with them. A couple of bonus points. Out of sight, out of mind. You'll only get but so far with this guy if you're never around. Remember the lure of ambiguity. Who is that girl that I always see in Starbucks? When we see each other, she smiles at me, but we haven't had the chance to meet yet. I'm gonna have to meet her the next time I head up in Starbucks. But don't forget that familiarity breeds contempt. If you're a one-trick pony, once you meet him, you probably won't keep him around long because he feels like he knows the whole you after just one conversation. Be yourself, but don't make him regret meeting you, right? So, those are a couple things men who consider themselves to be a man's man are looking for from somebody who says that they care about him and want to be with him to show. You go ahead and implement those 10 things into just your life in general, and then how you treat other people, and especially how you treat your crush, somebody you're talking to, somebody you're in a situationship with that you're looking to take it to the next level. And I guarantee you're gonna get some good results, all right? We're gonna have some more videos for you on the way. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way into helping me continue to create content for you all. I definitely want to create content that's entertaining to you, that you find useful and informative. So please help support me as I try to deliver value to you. So thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, don't hold your breath. It's a talk show. See you next time.